American Pickers star Frank Fritz scares Iowa neighbors with eerie detail in the window of $155,000 farmhouse. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star Frank Fritz has scared his Iowa neighbors with an eerie detail in the window of his $155,000 farmhouse. Frank, 59, lives in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom Iowa farmhouse in LeClaire, Iowa. The U.S. Sun has obtained exclusive photos of an eerie detail in the side window of his 1,660 square foot home. In the photos, Frank's smiling face could be seen in the side window of the house. Though to drivers and neighbors, it may look like Frank peeking out his window. It is actually a cutout of the star's face. Frank is even squinting in the photo, as if he's looking out at the sun. Home sweet home. Frank bought the Iowa farmhouse for $130,000 back on May 14, 2010. The 1,660 square foot farmhouse sits on 79 acres of land and features 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. The home also boasts a basement, 3 garages, a barn, and a shed. Frank renovated the farmhouse from when he bought it, as he painted it blue with white shutters, according to photos obtained from the Scott County Assessor's Office. Josh Duggar's prison cancels activities and forces inmates to stay inside cells. Then in 2013, Frank purchased the adjoining property for $25,000. The property is 34 acres of land. Frank built a 3,240 square foot warehouse in 2015. The property also boasts a 960 square foot barn built in 1935 and a 273 square foot shed built in 1970. The U.S. Sun can reveal that the warehouse on the property holds around 90 of the collector's classic motorcycles and other toys he has purchased over the years. Health problems. Frank suffered a stroke in July 2022 and continues to recover today, as he leaves his home for outpatient treatment and doctor's appointments. A source close to Frank previously told the U.S. Sun, "Frank continues to improve daily. You're never 100% after a stroke, but he's fine. He's aware of what's going on. If he were sitting here right now, you could sit and talk to him. He's the same old Frank." The friend shared, "He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances. Basically, you lose motion. He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affects his right side. Frank is a private person and enjoys being totally out of the limelight." The source continued, "He's had a stroke, but he's definitely not debilitated to the point where he can't do anything or do whatever he wants. He doesn't have any problems with that. It's just a change of lifestyle, and it's slowed him down. He's the same old Frank. He has a good attitude and a great sense of humor. His mindset is positive. We crack jokes all the time. You gotta make the best of the situation, so he's come to terms with all of that. His mind is right. He's a happy guy and his sense of humor is there." Making Yoop. Frank last appeared on American Pickers in 2020 and was officially let go from the series in 2021. Frank and his longtime co-star Mike Wolfe were on the outs after his firing, as they recently reconciled during a reunion in May. Mike and Frank reunited over Memorial Day weekend for the first time in years. The source claimed to the U.S. Sun, "Everything between them is fine. They've known each other for 40 years. They went to high school. They've done all this stuff together. Them not talking was mostly burnout. They had arguments over stuff, disagreements as anybody does in business. It's all business. Frank knows what business is like. Whatever decision came down, it came down. It wasn't that big of a deal. Outside of business, their friendship is fine. They're fine. Their friendship is great today. They've known each other for 40 years. They're great friends. They're 2 professionals." The insider said Mike has visited Frank a handful of times since he suffered the stroke, as the 2 call and text today as well. The U.S. Sun previously reported Frank is even in talks to return close to Frank told the U.S. Sun, "I don't know why he wouldn't return to the show. He could go back to the show, maybe. He watches the new episodes. He'll laugh about it. Got to find something on there to razz them about. he'll tell them about it. Frank Fritz, known for his role on the hit History Channel show American Pickers, has made headlines once again. But this time it's not for his role as an antique hunter or his ability to unearth hidden treasures from abandoned barns and attics. Instead, the star has recently drawn attention for a far more unsettling reason. Neighbors of Fritz's new Iowa farmhouse are reporting strange occurrences, particularly an eerie detail spotted in the window of the farmhouse he recently purchased for $155,000. While it's not uncommon for television personalities to attract curiosity from fans and onlookers, this situation has left the surrounding community both puzzled and unsettled. The bizarre detail, seemingly out of place in the otherwise quiet neighborhood, has led to whispers among residents, some of whom are now expressing concern about the nature of what's happening at Fritz's property. The farmhouse in question is located in the rural Iowa countryside, a picturesque area known for its expansive fields, rolling hills, and tight-knit communities. The house itself is a charming old structure, with a price tag that raised a few eyebrows when Fritz first purchased it. While the house was seen as an affordable option for the reality star, it quickly became a point of interest for those living nearby. The house, though charming in its rustic appeal, has taken on a darker reputation since Fritz's arrival. Neighbors have reported strange occurrences, primarily surrounding a peculiar detail seen in the window of the farmhouse, a detail that many find unsettling, even downright eerie. According to residents who have observed the property, they first noticed the odd feature in the window late one evening. The feature in question is a large, shadowy figure that appears to be obscured behind the glass, casting a strange, unsettling silhouette that stands out against the otherwise serene backdrop of the farmhouse. This figure, which can be seen clearly from the street, appears to be larger than life, with long, unsettling limbs and an angular, almost skeletal shape. It is difficult to discern whether it is a physical object or merely a shadow, but it is enough to cause concern among those who live nearby. Some neighbors have described the figure as looking unnatural, with one local resident commenting that it seemed to loom in the window, never moving, almost like it was watching. Others have reported hearing strange noises coming from the direction of the farmhouse at night, faint scraping sounds, or the sound of something shifting in the house. These eerie events have caused a ripple of unease throughout the community, with some locals speculating that there may be something more sinister at play. Fritz, who has built a career out of scouring forgotten places for antiques, has always been an enigmatic figure, known for his rugged demeanor and love of history's hidden gems. But the current situation at his new farmhouse has added a new layer to his public persona, one that is less about the thrill of the hunt and more about the mystery surrounding his personal life. While Fritz has remained mostly quiet about the strange events at his property, he has acknowledged the speculation through a brief statement to the press. In his comment, Fritz dismissed the rumors as overblown and sensationalized, attributing the eerie figure to a combination of poor lighting and the natural shadows cast by the old structure. However, this explanation has done little to quell the growing unease among his neighbors. The situation has raised more than a few questions about what's really going on inside Fritz's farmhouse. Is it simply a case of an old house playing tricks on the eyes? Or is there something more to the unsettling details observed by residents? In a town where life tends to move at a slower pace, where people know each other by name and keep to themselves, the arrival of a celebrity with a potentially eerie property has thrown the community into a frenzy of speculation. Neighbors have started to share their experiences on social media, with some even posting photos of the window in question. In these photos, the figure can be seen more clearly, though its true nature remains ambiguous. Some have suggested that it could be a reflection from an object inside the house, while others believe it might be a mere shadow cast by furniture. The shadow seems too pronounced, too deliberate, and far too unnatural to be dismissed as a simple optical illusion. The detail has become a focal point for the community, with people driving by the farmhouse at all hours of the day, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious figure in the window. Local authorities have yet to comment on the situation, but sources close to the investigation suggest that they are taking the matter seriously. While no criminal activity has been reported in connection with the farmhouse, there is a growing sense that something is amiss. Some residents have even expressed concern for Fritz's safety, speculating that he might be unaware of the potential danger lurking in the shadows of his new home. Others have gone so far as to suggest that the house might be haunted, a theory that, though far-fetched, continues to gain traction among the more superstitious members of the community. The rumors surrounding the farmhouse have also attracted the attention of paranormal investigators, who have expressed an interest in examining the property for any signs of supernatural activity. These experts believe that the figure seen in the window may be a manifestation of some kind of residual energy, possibly linked to the house's long history. The farmhouse, like many old buildings in rural areas, has seen its fair share of owners and occupants over the years, and some believe that the lingering presence of past inhabitants might be responsible for the strange occurrences. Whether or not these theories hold any weight remains to be seen, but they have certainly fueled the growing mystery surrounding the property. For now, the question remains: what is really happening at Frank Fritz's Eola farmhouse? Is it simply an optical illusion, or is there something more unsettling at play? As the mystery deepens, the public's fascination with the property only grows, with many waiting eagerly for Fritz to break his silence and shed some light on the situation. Whether he is able to calm the growing fears of his neighbors, or whether the mystery surrounding his farmhouse will only intensify remains to be seen. What is certain, however, is that this latest chapter in the life of Frank Fritz is far more than just a story about antiques. It's a tale that has captivated an entire community and left people questioning what lies behind the windows of his new home. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.